Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Profitability Power Hour. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey. I'm your host for this weekly shot of content designed to help you accelerate your income, create consistent cash flow in your business, or boost your bottom line profits. And I'm usually here at 5 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm usually on my page. So this is sort of a different experience today because yesterday I went live and I had a troll and I had technical issues. So I said, you know what? It's time for a change. The change is I'll be here every Wednesday in the group for the Profitability Power Hour at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm here usually for about 20 minutes or so, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. A lot of it depends on whether you ask questions, and I do visit the replay. So if you miss it and want to catch the replay in the group, it's in the group for 48 hours, and then it moves to YouTube. So then you can go to YouTube and watch it at youtube.com/Wendy Y. Bailey. Two Y's in the middle, Wendy Y. Bailey. If you want to get notified when we're going live, you can text 38470, the words profit now, all together, no spaces, profit now, all together, no spaces, and you'll get a text reminder when I go live. Those are automatic. I've set them up already for you, so it's a way of letting you know you can come and join me live when I go live. So the last 3 weeks, this is the third week, I'm talking about value-based selling. Value-based selling. Your clients are emotional beings, as we all are. And a lot of what drives your clients' emotional decisions is their understanding and their belief and their feeling that what you offer brings them value. So when I talk about value-based selling, I started out with the first type and I talked about how you show up. You've got to show up in a way that says, I totally believe what I offer the marketplace has value. And when you show up that way, you can sell anything because you can set your fees, you can create new products, you can do something innovative in your marketing. And it all starts with your belief in your worth. Your belief, your profound belief in your worth and the value you bring to the marketplace. Then I talked about value definition. And by definition of value, excuse me, by definition of value, I'm talking about how you show up with your most ideal clients. When you have a clear definition of your most ideal client, I call it ideal client clarity and the power of one. What happens is you can structure your communications, you can structure your program, you can structure everything you're doing in the marketplace to speak directly to that ideal client. But you've got to have that ideal client clearly defined. Today we're going to be talking about clarity. Value clarity. This is part 3 of 5. If you want to catch the full scope of the other ones, go to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Wendy Y. Bailey and catch the old episodes there. There's a lot of other stuff there too, but for the Profitability Power Hour, you can catch the last 2 episodes about values, okay, value-based selling. So today I'm going to be talking about value clarity. And what I mean by clarity is you've got to understand that there are distinct types of value that are meaningful to your most ideal client. It's with any most ideal client. Like when you know your ideal client, you know exactly what her problem is, you know how it's showing up in her life, and you know the exact solution that you can offer to be the answer, the solution to her problem. So when I talk about clarity today, it's understanding that there are not like tons and tons of ways to define value, to be clear about value. There are three. There are 3 specific ways to be clear about value. And I write about it. I'm actually going to be reading from my book. I charge for that, Mastering the Mindset for Sales Success. I write about these 3 types of value in my book, and I'm going to read a little bit from them so you understand what I mean. There are 3 types of value. The first is financial value. Financial value involves numbers. It could be a return on investment, quantifiable results, or other numbers related to tangible results. Numbers, Financial value. Your client wants to know that if she spends $10 with you, she's going to get $10 back. And let me think bigger. If she spends $100 with you or $1,000 with you, she's going to get $100 or $1,000 back from her investment. That's what I mean by ROI. When I also talk about tangible and quantifiable results, if you're a health coach, if you're a weight loss coach, the client might be interested in her numbers going down, like her blood pressure or her glucose levels, or her weight going down and what that looks like over time. Those are quantifiable results, and that's financial value that you can actually begin to talk about with your most ideal client. That's financial value. The second type of value is business value. Business value. Business value involves efficiency or effectiveness. It could be an increase in productivity or systems or processes that improve business effectiveness or productivity. Business value is something that is also measurable. I remember in my first or second year of coaching, I coached an accountant, and she had just started her accounting business. And she came back to me and she said, I saw that my income increased by 67% because I was coaching with you. I went, wow, you measured that and you could look at it that way? She said, absolutely. But what was also cool is in the process of her income growing, she was able to look at her processes and systems and the effectiveness of her business. And she saw her productivity in terms of being able to serve her clients in her practice also grew. And there was a defined number for that as well. Okay. Business value is about efficiency, effectiveness. It's about an increase in your ability to serve more clients. Today, you might even understand it as scaling your business. Think about it this way. If you were all of a sudden to get 10 new clients, would you be able to support them? When you have systems, processes, and procedures in place to support them, your efficiency to serve more clients is higher. Your ability to have processes and systems in place to accommodate that growth is more assured. Okay, so far I've talked about financial value, I've talked about business value. So let me talk about the third one, lifetime value. Lifetime value is a little harder to identify because it involves creating a lasting memory of the work you've done to help your client succeed. The client attributes her success to you long after your professional relationship has ended. I love talking about lifetime value. I say it's a little harder to identify, but you know it because people who have seen you, connected with you, known you over a period of time can say, you know what, I thought about you today, or they post something on social media that says, I thought about you, I see you, what's going on with this? They know that something is attributable to you. And here's what I mean. The title of my book, I charge for that. That's a concept that I've been working with my clients on and in the marketplace for more than 12 or 13 years. And the thing that my clients know about me, and I say clients, but people who know me on social media even say to me, wow, I thought about you today because this happened and I heard I charge for that in my mind. Or, you know, somebody comes to me and says, I've seen a client come back to me and say, I finally get what you meant by I charge for that. Or I finally get what your isms are, whatever those words are that you've become known for, the concept, the work that you're known for. I actually trademarked, in the process of trademarking, I charge for that because it is an original expression of mine. I've seen it in other people's content, but I know I was the first, and I know they got it because they were around me and they saw it. Those kinds of isms, your personal expressions, your content and concepts and the work that you've done are very personal and they're very much distinct. And because of that, they become lifetime value elements for your most ideal clients. Lifetime value elements are those that kind of keep coming over and over again because your ideal client recognizes and acknowledges you for giving them those concepts and helping them to see what that means. So value-based selling part 3 of 5 is all about clarity. understanding the type of value that you bring to your clients in the marketplace. Now, I've been reading from my book, I charge for that, Mastering the Mindset for Sales Success. And the reason I've been reading from the book is because I'm on a national tour. I started a national tour in July when I published it, a couple of weeks after I published the book, actually. And it's a #1 best-selling book. And I'm actually visiting different cities to share a little bit more in-depth content, to meet and greet a lot of people around the country that I've gotten to know over social media, and it's an opportunity for us to meet and connect face to face. The next city that's coming up is Philadelphia later in the month. So if you're in Philly, meet me in Philly. You can find more information about the I Charge for That national book tour. You can find out more information at ichargeforthat.com. That's ichargeforthat.com. And if you want to learn more about how to sell with confidence, grace, and ease, join me for a brand new no-cost masterclass. You can go to businessbeyondlimits.com/masterclass. I'll put these links in the comments so you can easily get to them. businessbeyondlimits.com/masterclass, so that I can tell you a lot more about how to sell with great confidence, with grace and ease. And stay tuned for next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where I will be right back here in the group talking to you about value-based selling, part 4 of 5. So, again, we've talked about your profound worth and your belief in your marketplace, what you're bringing to the marketplace. We've talked about value definition and understanding with great clarity and defining who your most ideal client is. And this week we talked about the types of value and having a level of clarity about the types of value. Next time I'm going to be talking about value articulation. And what I mean by that is when you know your worth, when you understand the clarity of your most ideal client, when you know that there are 3 types of value, then you can begin to express and articulate that value in a way that your most ideal client sees you, recognizes the value you have to her life, business, career, whatever, and will begin to connect with you based on that. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey. I'm known as your Income Acceleration Mentor, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Profitability Power Hour. Remember that there's some links I'm going to put in the bottom in the comments. Go ahead and hit like or hashtag replay in the comments to let me know you saw this video, and it'll be available within the group for the next 48 hours. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.